I saw this meme on Facebook where girls with hair like mine end up longing for romantic beach waves, but end up looking like they just escaped Azkaban. Yeah, I think I just escaped Azkaban. Hello friends, how are you guys doing today? I am so excited for today's Pick a Card Tarot reading. Today we are talking about your magical gifts. And to make this even more exciting, I am doing a collaboration with V. So I have known Veronica for years. I have a parenting YouTube channel as well, and we have collaborated over there. I did my parenting one. She had a V Love stationery, and now we have reconnected on this new topic of tarot reading and oracle cards. And she is now running an amazing YouTube channel called V Loves and Crystals. I will link her channel down below. So today's collaboration is a pick a card reading. I have 3 piles that I'm going to be working with, and V is going to be reading from 3 different piles. And we are both going to be talking about your magical gifts. So I'm so excited to see if there's any overlap, or if you're drawn maybe to one reading versus the other, how this plays out in your life. If there's any overlap between the 2 readings, make sure you let us know, because I think it would just be so much fun. I will link V's channel as well as her reading for this collaboration down in the description box, and I will also pin it up here and in the top comment, because you guys need to find it. It's going to be awesome. I am loving her readings. She's got some amazing readings, some amazing deck reviews, as well as tarot and oracle deck modifications, which is a whole new realm of awesomeness that I didn't even know existed, and I might have to partake in the future. So anyways, let's get into this tarot reading. So today we are discussing your magical powers, your abilities, your magical gifts. We have 3 different piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I want you to use your intuition to pick the pile that you are most drawn to. Let's get started with pile 1. Hello to everyone who picked pile number 1. Let's get started with your tarot cards to find out what your magical powers or magical abilities are. Okay, so we have the Sun of Life, the 5 of Arrows, and the 5 of Bows. So first of all, there's a lot of fire energy going on here. You guys might be able to use fire to your best advantage, whether this is candle magic, whether this is, what's it called when you can use fire as divination? What is that called? It'll come to me. Pyromancy. You guys might have the gift of pyromancy. You might be gifted in candle magic. With this Sun of Life card, I'm also seeing, you have the ability to manifest your dreams. You have the ability to create what it is that you want to create. And a lot of that comes through your gratitude, your grateful nature, and your willingness to celebrate little moments. With this 5 of Arrows card, I'm seeing that you guys have the ability to really protect your own energies. If we look at this card, you've got this little goat and just dodging the arrows. And now, a lot of the times you'd read this card as being frustrated because you would see it from the point of view of the archer. But I'm feeling like today, I'm seeing you guys more as this goat and just being able to avoid when people are throwing negative energy at you, or even just being able to push away energies that you know are not serving you, they're not in your best interest. You can just be like, nope, not mine. you really have the ability to control what energies you absorb into your life. Let's see, we have altar, which is dedication, and we have candle magic. Yeah, okay. You guys probably would be very skilled with candle magic if you put the time and the effort and the dedication into it. Again, I'm seeing that maybe your skills don't exactly come naturally to you. There's a bit of a learning curve. You've got it within you, but you do have to learn how to harness and work with your abilities. And that's going to take dedication on your part. It's going to take learning about what different color candles mean, for instance, and learning what different crystals do. Everything I actually have on this setup, I have for a reason, and sometimes it is understanding why we do what we do, and understanding how it plays out in the bigger picture. So a lot of study might be involved in you really honing your skills. Compass. Yeah, this is about listening to your intuition and letting it guide you. And then we have the card of Moonlight. So the card of Moonlight, like Moonlight always makes me think of reflections. And so this, again, speaking with this altar and dedication card, this might be a lot of internal reflection and thinking about when you put energies out into the universe, what comes back to you. Really, maybe even getting a grimoire or a book of shadows so that you are able to take note of your magical workings, and then take note of the responses and the energies that you get back, and just what occurs after you do whatever kind of work you like to do. This could also be writing down, say, a dream journal, or like a divination journal, just being able to reflect upon that, because again, I'm seeing I think you guys are going to need help connecting the dots for really understanding where your powers lie. And then we have the card of Go the Distance and Blessed. Yeah, you guys are naturally blessed. This energy really does naturally exist within you, but it is about taking the time and putting in the effort to be able to harness it. Again, a lot of fire energy, so candle magic, maybe even working with meditation, but with like either candle meditation or burning incense, burning sage. There's other things you can burn as well, like lavender, rosemary, palo santo. Like there's a whole bunch of different things that you can work with in terms of fire. Again, using pyromancy, but it's going to be this internal reflection, which is really going to help you hone in and develop your skills. And then we have panacea, which is there is a solution for every problem. And paradisical, which is you belong to paradise. So it's about understanding where you want to go. And I do believe that you guys have this kind of innate capability to kind of see past a problem. With this card, there is a solution for everything. Oh, look at that. Insight opens the third eye and strengthens intuition. Yeah, you guys have this intuitive way. It's like with this frustration card, like the energies that are coming at you to be able to avoid them. But it's really about building this skill. I feel like you guys haven't even begun to brush the surface as to what you are capable of. And it's really going to be a long-term process. These skills are just the surface of what you are able to do. If you really put the time and the energy into focusing on developing your abilities, then you're going to be able to see that your abilities actually go way beyond this. But again, if you guys need a jumping off point for things to look into, I would look at pyromancy, look at candle magic, look at protecting your energies, even lunar cycles like moonology would be beneficial for you. You might want to allow the cycles of the moon to really help with your abilities. And again, it all comes down to this insight and opening up your third eye to strengthen your intuition, and especially your intuition as to what feels right for you. Your magical abilities are very focused on yourself, which is not egotistical in any way, but it's more like protecting your own energies, being able to manifest into your own life. Your magical abilities more center around you versus centering on the outside world. Okay? But you do have the capability to move beyond that, especially with this compass card here. Like, you have the abilities to hone your craft, hone your abilities, hone your powers, and then be able to really reach out from there. But first you need to be able to kind of condense them and figure out what works for you on an individual level first before you can really expand. So that's my reading for you, group number 1. Again, don't forget to check out V's reading. I will have it linked down in the description box below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you have any abilities that you would be willing to share with us down in the comments below? And let me know if there's any overlap with what V says. Okay? Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Hello, group number 2. How are you guys doing today? Today we are talking about your magical powers, your magical abilities, your gifts, and we're going to start with your tarot cards. Right off the bat, you've got the Green Woman, the Ace of Arrows, and the Ace of Stones. Okay. Very strong manifestation vibes and very strong psychic vibes coming off of this. If you look at this Ace of Arrows, it almost looks like an eye here, right? Like this is the eye, and then right from the eye is this arrow coming out, and it's like you are able to project your vision into the future, see the future, even influence the future in a way, which is why I'm also thinking manifestation. But then we also have the Ace of Stones, which is the foundations of life, and this is about creating these foundations. It's about being able to do what you need to do to manifest your dream life, and being able to put down those foundations, those beginning layers, to really see this manifestation develop. And then we have the Green Woman. And I mean, does she not look like a witch brewing over her cauldron? She is, this is even like manifestation and psychic abilities are just topping, like they're just brushing the surface. I'm also saying, you guys might work with herbs, maybe herbalists. You might be able to see other realms, like she's got these little creatures that she's working with, so you might be able to contact spirit realms. And you might also be kitchen witches. Your magic might revolve around things that you do in the house, sweeping out negative energy, putting love into the meals that you serve people, putting positive intentions into the meals that you serve, picking certain herbs and stuff to season your meals for different intentions, really playing around in the kitchen and in the home environment to be able to create. And then we have the card Earth, grounding, and homeland, which is foundation. Yeah, you have this very rock solid foundation of your beliefs, of your powers. It's like you guys are, I don't necessarily want to say natural witches, because I do believe that anyone who believes that they are a witch is in fact a natural witch. It's just whether you realized it early on or not. We all have the powers within us. But I feel like you guys have known most of your life, or perhaps have like been able to use your abilities for most of your life. You have like the foundation of your life is built upon the fact that you know you are special, you know you have a powerful mind, and that you create in everyday life. Like you might not be the type of person to set up an altar and work in a dedicated space. You might be the type who's like, oh crap, I had all these intentions of doing a full moon ritual, and yeah, that was last week, totally missed it. But you still realize that you have powers even without harnessing the world around you. You are just connected to nature on a whole different level, where the lunar cycles don't really matter. Using the seasons doesn't really matter, because you just realize that you and the earth are one anyways, and you can really play off that connection that you have with the earth. It's this foundation that you have. Interesting. So we have flying, and then we have dry desert. So again, dry desert is very much connected to this earth. I feel like even if you were stranded in a dry desert, you would have this sense of knowing about how to find water, how to find what you need. What is also interesting, we've got this little bird flying overhead, and then we have the flying card. And so it's almost like you guys have this, it's this vision of this greater, there's actually a lot of birds. There's a lot of birds on this card too. You have this greater sense of vision for the world. It's this Ace of Arrows card, this seeing. You guys might be clairvoyant, just psychic seeing. You guys have this ability to see beyond yourself, to see the bigger picture. And then we have vertigo. Wherever you choose will be correct. Yeah, it will be correct, because you have this innate wisdom that you might not understand why you're choosing something, but it's just you know that it's the right path, and that path is the right one for you. And then we have euphoria, honor yourself. Honor yourself and trust yourself is what I'm hearing as well. When you can trust yourself and honor this connection with nature that you innately have, then you are able to really pull out kind of all the stops, all the things that are hindering you, and are really able to move forward. We have between worlds, and we have flexible. Let's see, where can I put all these cards? Yeah, so it's interesting that these two cards came out together, because you are flexible enough to be truly grounded in this world, but at the same time also exist in a different realm and understand that you are not only on this earth, but of this earth. if that if that makes sense. You are fully capable of embracing the fact that you are living a human experience, but that you are also something more than human. You have this innate connection to nature, which really helps you with really whatever gift you choose to develop. I also just thought of scrying with this cauldron here. So again, that really plays in with the psychic seeing. And then what do we have here? Goddess, healing feminine energy, which is exactly what this green woman is. So it's like if you can tap into this goddess energy, and you don't have to be a woman. This, we all exist in this balance of masculine and feminine. And so when you can tap into this goddess energy, this green woman energy, then you'll really be able to see your powers develop. And it's also about honoring this goddess within you. It's about understanding that your magical powers do not exist within you. They exist within the entire universe, the entire cosmos, because everything is energy and everything is connected together. And because you understand this, or because you will understand this, you might not be on this level yet. This might be something that you are still working on. But when you can understand this connection between everything, then you are able to move your powers further. Like, just to give you an example of this, in this very moment, I am breathing in oxygen, right? The candles, the flame on the candle is also using oxygen to have its beautiful flame. We are connected by the oxygen that we are using, and therefore my energy is in the candle, and the candle's energy is within me, and together we can create so much more than if I just thought I was doing this alone. And so with this green woman, it's understanding that the herbs you choose to use, the thoughts you put out to the universe, the visions that you get, the connection that you have with nature, all of these things are powerful aspects of yourself, and you are able to harness them to better yourself, better your opportunities, and better the world around you. But you have to be willing to open your eye, open your third eye, to be able to see beyond. This isn't about just seeing the earth in front of you as the earth in front of you. It's seeing it as so much more. And you do have the capabilities to see it as so much more. You have the capability of seeing beyond just the realm that exists in front of you. You have the capability of seeing what it can be. You can see, say you look at a field, you can envision, say, a house there. You can envision a forest. You can you have the capability of seeing it to the point that it almost becomes real. And in some alternative reality, it may be becoming real. Hey friends, me from the future as I am editing this video. The whole time I've been watching this clip ever since that Between Worlds card came out, and even the flying card, I've been thinking astral travel, and I don't say it. So I had to come back in and let you guys know that you may be capable of astral traveling. I'm talking a lot about going between worlds, between realities, and you may be able to control that, whether through meditation or through dreams, and taking advantage of astral travel to go to other places. So I just had to interrupt this really quickly and let you guys know that astral travel is probably another one of your abilities. Okay, let's get back to this video. Group number 2, so those are my messages for you. Don't forget to check out V's reading in regards to your personal magical powers and abilities. I will have that linked down below. And as always, love, light, and happiness to you all. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, group number 3. How are you guys doing today? Today we are talking about your magical abilities, your magical powers, and we're going to start off with your tarot cards. Starting off with the Seer, the Wheel, and the Stag. You guys got all major arcana cards. You guys are powerful. So, we have the Seer. So you guys may be psychics. You may be powerful witches. Like you may be high priestesses or on the path to high priestess. High priestess is someone with a lot of knowledge into the magical realms, into the spiritual realms. And then you also have the Stag, which is a protector. So you could be, a protector of this knowledge, protector of a coven, protector of your family, protector of your own energies. Group number 1 was able to protect their energies as well. So I don't know if you guys have any overlap with group number 1. You may want to watch that video or that section of the video. And then we have the Wheel. And there's a lot of imagery going on here. We've got night and day. We've got these herons in the background. We've got the reflection in the water. We've got this tapestry on the loom. Loom? Is that a loom? I don't know. On the weaving thingamabobber. And, this is about understanding the seasons. It is, because it's the wheel of the year. It's the seasons. So it's about understanding the seasons, understanding the cycles of nature, and understanding how those play into your abilities. And then we have education and home. I feel like with education, you guys like to seek education. You might be big fans of doing research and fully understanding the process before you start something, but you are also the type of people who like to pass on that knowledge, which really speaks highly with this high priestess. You like to gather knowledge and then share it with others. You are a knowledge keeper in many ways. And with this home card, the imagery on this card makes me really think of herbalist, growing your own garden, using animal spirits. Like there's this little owl in the tree here. So you may be able to communicate with animal spirits. Actually, if you look at her too, she's got the heron or the crane, some kind of bird. So you might be able to communicate with the spirit realm, especially through animals. You may have a familiar that comes to you, and a familiar is not a family pet, by the way. It's different. Let's see. Witch, healer, and alchemist. Yeah, alchemist, but it says herbal kitchen, which really plays with this home card. And you might also use these herbs as a healer. And with this protector too, with energies, I'm feeling like you guys can protect your energies and maybe also help the energies of other people. So this could also be like a Reiki healer, or any other kinds of energy healers. with the Alchemist card, home, and the Seer, yeah, I'm feeling, I mean, it says herbal kitchen. Kitchen witch is really coming to mind. Being an herbalist, understanding how nature plays such a vital role in our human experience. And we have liberation, which is free yourself, and Arenda, which is honor your mystical creative force. Yeah, being creative really speaks with the alchemy, like you're not afraid to try new things. Of course, with caution, with this education, you are not one who's going to go out and try new plants without identifying them. But at the same time, for magical workings, you might not identify the plant, but you might be able to feel its energy and sense what it is good for, and work alongside that plant. But always remember not to touch plants that you cannot identify, because some can be very dangerous to touch, and also never consume plants that you have not properly identified. Okay, word of caution. But I feel like you guys can really sense the energies in things around you. Like, you can just, if you put your hand over something like this sage right now, you can feel the energy coming off of it. And then if you put your hand over something different, so like this amethyst right now, you can feel the different energies. The energies of the cards on the table is different than the energy of the sage. And when you can free yourself of kind of the limiting beliefs of this earthly realm, you will really be able to tap into your energy work, your energy healing, and really be able to combine that with the natural aspects that you feel drawn to. We have the card of chop wood. But it's interesting because there's a broom, which makes me think of like a besom and sweeping out the negative energies from a space. So beyond like physical healing, like healing spaces as well, cleaning your home energetically with like a besom, being able to move that energy out. Oh, and then we have an interesting card. We have the card of why. And so it's about asking yourself, why do you even need to label what these magical powers are? Because you understand how powerful you are. I mean, we started this with 3 major arcana cards: the stag, the seer, and the wheel. You are a very insightful person. You are a very strong person. And you have this capability to manipulate energies in a good way. I mean, also in a bad way if you choose to use it that way. But you have the ability to manipulate the energies around you, to protect yourself using energies, to really interact with the energies of plants, animals, spirits. And sometimes you need to trust yourself and stop asking questions. I mean, we had this education card, like you guys love to research, you love to find out information, but at the same time there needs to be a level of trust that exists. And stop asking why and just trusting that you have that capability. And I have the card of healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. Yeah, again, very strong healing vibes, very energetically driven healing vibes as well. So, yeah, like there's so much imagery going on with nature. We've got the birds here, we've got the snake here, we've got this, I don't know what kind of creature this is, birds, the wings on this book. So I feel like you guys really have the capabilities to speak with other entities, whether this be through like through meditation, through dream work, through astral travel. This could even be like channeling. But if you haven't started to connect with the other, you guys really focus on the natural elements around you, the plants, the earth, but it's time to start getting in contact with the animal spirits as well, because I feel like that will take your abilities to the next level. Okay, so that is my reading for you, group number 3. Don't forget to check out V's video. Let me know down in the comments down below how you feel about this reading and if there's any overlap between what I've told you and what V tells you. So if you enjoyed this reading, please hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next video. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day.